Hi, I'm Mr. Sternreign. This is my review of Disney's Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. This is my opinion of the film. Feel free to disagree. Overall, I didn't like some of the plots or some of the characters in this film because they didn't feel like Star Wars to me. One plot in particular featured a casino planet. That entire plot could have been omitted from the film, and few would have noticed or cared. It was crap. It wasn't that the casino was bad, it just didn't work for me, primarily due to the political crap in it. This plot featured a character added to this film that I feel didn't belong because she brought nothing to the film. I can't think of a single characteristic she had that helped the film or the plot. Her characteristics were basically annoying and useless. Without spoiling anything, she's just there to be annoying and take up time. She didn't further any plot or relationship enough to warrant her presence. Perhaps with better writing and acting, she could have amounted to something, but she didn't. That said, the imagery of the casino planet was pleasant, and I'll have to give them that. The imagery did feel like Star Wars. The writing sucked. I felt the writing was lazy and featured too much humor from 2017. This is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and they had a joke about calling someone on a cell phone and the other person not hearing, well, you're not hearing the other person, yet they could hear you. I mean, it worked for the moment and it was kind of funny and it honestly did work. However, it really wasn't Star Wars. It, Additionally, the writing involving a new character, an admiral, was so bad that a major plot hole and gripe I have with the film stems from that. That lazy writing led to the casino scene. That entire cluster F of a mess could have been avoided if they replaced this forgettable, useless, annoying admiral with Admiral Akbar and slightly altered how it was written. I can honestly conceive of something, and others have pointed out that it wouldn't even take very many changes to actually make the casino scene that I have so many problems with actually relevant with Admiral Akbar. It just would have been so much better. Instead, we just get crap. I also wasn't a fan of the way the rebels in the First Order just stayed in one place a majority of the film. You open with a big star battle that is very Star Warsy, but that is basically the entire film. Without spoiling too much, they just stay there and that's it. Star Wars. This is Star Wars. Star Wars is not known for staying in one place for 2 minutes, let alone 2 hours. This film made me question whether the rebellion is good per se. While the First Order is unquestionably bad, this film showed that the rebels were somewhat flawed and failed to give me a reason to give a damn about most of them. It's like comparing communism to Nazism. Both are extremely bad, led to millions of deaths, and you'd be hard-pressed to choose one over the other. While the rebellion isn't as bad as communism yet, the leadership of the Admiral was reminiscent of a totalitarian regime that didn't give a damn about people of lower rank. It's actually was similar to how China is run. I saw this by the way the Admiral treated Poe Dameron and a few others. Given how the film went, I failed to see why she couldn't have confided more in Poe than she did. It would have saved a lot. It would have made a lot more sense, but no, we get that crap right there. And there are numerous reviews complaining about her for good reason. I honestly ended up hating her more than General Hux, the leader of the Nazistic First Order. That shouldn't have happened. In episodes 1 through 6, we knew that everybody with the Trade Federation, the Sith, and the Empire were bad. We also knew that the Republic was good given how they governed and treated their citizens. In The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens, we see that the First Order is doing horrible, horrible things. There's no question about that. They're horrible. We get that. I don't think you can debate anybody or find anybody on the side of the First Order. We have many reasons to hate them. The only reason we are given for being with the rebellion is that they hate the First Order. They don't give us a real reason to like them and see them as being better than the First Order, and as a result, other than a handful of characters, I really don't care about the rebellion. I'm not saying the rebellion is necessarily as bad as the First Order, because we haven't seen them use a space nuke to wipe out a galaxy, but what exactly would they do for free citizens? They haven't really given us a platform other than screw the First Order. I view the rebellion as being a different flavor of the First Order. Obviously a lot lighter flavor, but still almost similar flavor nonetheless. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 had Amidala leading with what appeared to be a smallish type government intervention and a republic of planets. It was like she led her own planet, basically let people do what they will, then went to the Galactic Senate to figure out how stuff happened in space. It was actually how the United States is supposed to work. Episodes 4 through 6 showed a totalitarian empire falling to those who wanted to loosen their totalitarian grip. It was clear that the rebellion in 4 to 6 wanted to loosen that grip, and they had good reason to, with Vader choking people out, them having the Death Star to blow up whoever didn't agree with them, which they rebuilt in episodes 5 and used in 6. There's no need to rehash good films here. The trilogy, this trilogy has the totalitarian First Order appearing to fight the totalitarian rebellion that claims to be for forced peace, love, and happiness, aka communism. I would love to be wrong about the Republic. I am open to being wrong about the Republic being totalitarian, but at this time I don't see it other than a handful of characters. But even if I am wrong and the Republic isn't totalitarian, I don't feel that there was enough reason for me to want them over the First Order, and that is on the writing team. This film has a lot of political propaganda, and as I have said, I will not discuss politics on this channel. To be very clear, this film is chock full of political propaganda. I dislike politics in my entertainment unless it makes sense or is entertaining. The politics in this film seem to be forced. They aren't entertaining, and they made me want to physically vomit. If I didn't know better, I'd say this film was trying to say that Nazism is so bad we need communism. Fun fact, communism has killed far more people than Nazism, although communism has been around a lot longer. Regardless, both suck and should never be an option. Some good things about the film. Despite all the negatives, I did enjoy some things about this film. I liked Rey, Kylo Ren, Luke, and Snoke's scenes and character development. With Rey, I enjoyed her evolution with the Force and her familiarity with the Millennium Falcon. It's kind of like she's a female Han Solo with Force powers. That's the vibe I got, at least. Some people have issue with her getting into spaceships and knowing how to pilot them right away, as well as her being so strong with the Force. Some of these people were completely fine with Luke and Anakin doing similar things. I'm not going to say that the people who dislike Rey in this regard are sexist, but I think they are letting their politics cloud their vision. Rey was good in this film, could have been better, but was still good. And her revelation about her parents was brilliant. Snoke's assertion for why Rey was so damn good with the Force also makes sense. When you have a powerful darkness, the light rises to balance it. Love that. Kylo Ren's evolution as a character from confused badass to strong badass was awesome to see, and I can't wait for what they have in store for him in Episode 9. Snoke. We need more Snoke. There is clearly more to him than what was presented in the film. If we aren't shown more Snoke in Episode 9, the writers are lazier than I described in this review. I will not be doing a spoiler review. My feelings for this film are mixed because I loved episodes 4, 5, and 6. I grew up with 4, 5, and 6 and saw them before the prequel series, which I was in my mid-teens when it came out, and I enjoyed episodes 1, 2, and 3. But despite this film being full of political propaganda and lazy writing with many horrible unnecessary characters, it is Disney's Star Wars. My rating for this film is worth a matinee and a medium combo. I don't believe this film is a must-see. I don't believe that this is the worst film ever made. 50 Shades of Grey. I believe it is somewhere in between, and the average moviegoer would like it. See it if you want, or don't. Next time on Stern Movie Reviews, I list the top 5 films I saw this year and why. These videos and my rating system are my opinions. Feel free to disagree. If you enjoyed or hated this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.